Celebrating 100 years of training, service, victory. Celebrating 100 years with stories from the fort. Victory starts here.
In the year 2017, being a female on Fort Jackson, what does that mean to you?
Well, let me see. I think it's a great example for other females that are trying to come into the Army because they see you, and I work with soldiers. I process soldiers every day, so I'm like one of the first females that they see. So to me, it's like a lot of pride into that, you know, because they look you up as like a role model.
As a female in the military, a lot of people hear military, hear Army, and think men. What's something that, you know, is a little bit tougher for you as a female going through?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a good time. I have a good relationship with the.
When you beat them at something, though, right? It feels a little bit better than.
Oh yeah, yes, that's for sure. Yeah, you have to match, you know, their strength. You know.
Sure.
You have to pull your weight every time. Like if you go in a combat zone, you have to do the same thing males do.
As we talk about those core values of the Army, what's the main thing you've taken away from Fort Jackson? It's something you'll never forget.
Just being a good person, treating people right. I still say yes sir, yes ma'am, you know, and I'm not gonna say my age, but I'm older now, but I still carry that with me. Just being respectful to my elders and to people in general. So that's been the basic thing that I've learned a lot from the military.
These are the core values of the Army. So one of the key things, and right here at Fort Jackson, this is really important because this is where we take over half of the new recruits that come into the military. They come right here through Fort Jackson. So this is what we try to tell them is, hey, this is bigger than us. The Army is something bigger than us. We serve our country, and these words, our core values, represent us each and every day. And really it's a way of giving back to our nation because they're giving us their treasure by giving us their children to come into the military and defend this country.
We look at all these core disciplines of the Army. If they leave here with anything, what is the number one thing for the Army?
Probably your dedication to your battle buddy. That this is a team. This is our life. This is our livelihood. This is what we do. We do it for each other, for our brothers and sisters. As my battle buddies like to tell me all the time, as our brothers and sisters that are with us in this uniform, we do it for each other.
Battle buddy mentality. What does that mean for you guys when you leave, whether it's continuing service or into civilian life?
It really is taking that core value, the Army values, the tradition, the discipline, into everything that you do. And I think that's what we see here most, especially in the initial reception, is the foundation of soldierization that happens when they first get off that bus.
For everybody, I think there might be a slight difference in what they think is important to them. But I think a lot of people come looking for that, more than anything, that constant presence of a partnership and a friendship and a family, a sense of belonging, because I think we all look for that. That's just human nature. So the Army makes it pretty simple. One, we all wear the same thing. Two, we try to abide by the same core values each and every day. And not only that, but in combat, we all know that yes, we're fighting for the nation, but more importantly, we're looking out for each other. And that bond, that's irreplaceable. You can't, very few places can you find that. And I think that's what provides that.
Speaking with you, and I'm sure everybody watching this can tell you're very passionate about Fort Jackson.
Absolutely.
What's one of your favorite things about Fort Jackson?
My very favorite thing is the flag, and it flew over headquarters, and it's still flying out in front of the museum. I work on the 10th floor of the hospital, and when you walk down the hallway, it frames the flag, and the city of Columbia is behind the flag.
Alpha Media Columbia salutes 100 years of Fort Jackson.